There is never-ending drama at former President Jacob Zuma's MKP. Let's find out what is happening behind the scenes by speaking to the real founder of MKP, Mr. Jabulani Khumalo. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the viewers.
Sir, tell us about the case next week on the 17th.
Thank you for allowing me to allude to this upcoming case on Tuesday. The case that is coming up on Tuesday is the case that I think we should have done it long ago due to the ongoing craziness of certain individuals who wants to take over the NPC of the party, which we registered in 2023, before we even announced the MK, which was announced on the 16th of December, 2023. We registered the NPC, the non-profit organization, with the three members, which is myself, Mr. Gasa, Mr. Masilela. We agreed that we will then look for other members that will be part of the directors of the organization. We registered, and then in January we identify one more member, which is Mr. Lebohang Moepe. We added him into the party, into the directorship. Then we moved on. We opened the account and everything. To our surprise, that last year around August, September, some crazy people just decided that they will invade the registration of the NPC in the CIPRO. They even used their pins to register and to remove us as the original director of the NPC of Umkhonto weSizwe party. What has happened on that time, those people, they tried to remove us. They changed my email. At the end, they put something else. And then they changed my cell phone number. And then they put 4 digits, which were not my digits, which were wrong, which was not my number. They did all of this because they wanted to get the OTP so they can go back to CIPRO and say, these people have been removed and they've agreed because on your 96 hours, you must send back the OTP, which we never did. But fortunately, when we found out that I was about to be removed with the other members, I then went to the police and opened a case. After opening a case, I went and did an affidavit and I sent it to CIPRO to say these people are not allowed. They are doing criminal because they are not supposed to be added on the CIPRO document. The case was opened and then CIPRO assisted me to remove them and keep us tagged as directors, the original directors of the MK party NPC. It didn't end there. They continuously tried to remove us. I went to police, opened the case, did the affidavit and sent it in. This took almost from that time until now, in what we are now in June, until April this year. These crazy people have been continuously trying to continue with forgery, forging our documents to be removed from the NPC. When we got out of this, we've been opening cases, but it never ended. Because of that, we decided that no, let's go to court and get a proper order from the courts to say that you crazy people must run away, get out of our party. You are not allowed. If they wanted, they should have come to us and asked if they can be added as directors, but they never did that. They're trying to undermine us, and they are undermining the policy of the CIPC. But I must say that the CIPC policies are very weak, because they can allow anybody to remove the director without the director's authority. Even if you don't respond to that 96 hours OHP, at the end of the day, whoever is trying to remove you from the CIPRO can remove you, which is the problem. That is why we're saying the court must then give us the order to stop this craziness of the people who thinks that they can just come and take over the parties, the companies of people. It's not only us. When we were there, it's a lot of long queues, people waiting, trying to stop this thing. But the only way we think is that the court must now give the directive to CIPRO that they must try and find a better system that will not allow people to change directors without their consent. Because this is thuggery, according to my understanding. These people who are doing this thing, they are thugs. They don't want to do things in a correct way. When you want to be a director, you must go to CIPRO and you apply, you fill the forms properly. We did that. But these people that are trying to come in, they're just doing it without following the procedure of the CIPRO. And they call themselves directors of Umkhonto weSizwe party. They are not directors. They are thugs. And the court, we want to prove to the country that these people are not, I don't think they are in their good state of mind. Maybe they need to go and be checked, because I don't understand why would a normal person go to the department and try and remove people from their own entity, which they were never part of it when we started. Go and do your thing. Stop thuggery. Stop doing things in a wrong way. But if we don't stop this, no one else will do. We decided to go to court because we believe that the court can do the right thing and order CIPRO to do the right thing to stop this craziness of the people who are trying to take over people's properties. So that's where we are now. And we are saying to the members of Umkhonto weSizwe, these people who are running around with a certificate saying that they are the directors of Umkhonto weSizwe, they are not. We will prove that on Tuesday in court, that they are not. They are just thugs who are trying to take over the party without authority. And these are the very same people that have come into the party in Umkhonto weSizwe to take over in a hostile manner. What they are doing, they are pushing away the original people who were the leaders of Umkhonto weSizwe, who started from zero and used their budget to get Umkhonto weSizwe where it is. Umkhonto weSizwe would have not received the 2.5 million that we got in the elections if those members, that when we announced that Umkhonto weSizwe is now a party, they came in their numbers, they used their money. Others lost families, they lost their wives, others lost their husbands, others they lost their houses, others lost a lot of things because they wanted to make sure that Umkhonto weSizwe is up. But the crazy people who did not even vote for Umkhonto weSizwe have just been parachuted into Umkhonto weSizwe to take over those positions which were held by those members who started Umkhonto weSizwe. And those crazy people who came in to take over the party, they are still going on doing wrong things within the party. Today, this one is fired, this one is fired. And one thing people must understand is that there is nobody in the MK who has the right to fire or expel any member of Umkhonto weSizwe. I want to stress this. As directors of Umkhonto weSizwe, which is the 7 members, we are the executive. We only allowed Jacob Zuma to have the face of him in the ballot paper, not as a director. But because there is crazy people, they went and sent a wrong letter to IEC, and IEC took that letter and put him as a president of Umkhonto we Sizwe. He's not a director correctly. He went in there by fraud. Unfortunately, the courts could not do the right thing, but we will go to court and we will do it the right way, and we will prove to the country and to the world that Thakari is taking over in the MK. People are using their positions because people are afraid of them, and they are bullying the members of Umkhonto we Sizwe, who made the 2.5 million votes to get Umkhonto we Sizwe to be where it is. And I'm saying those members, those people who were leading Umkhonto at the time, I'm calling to them that they must never give up. They are still leaders of Umkhonto we Sizwe. And I will work and fight until they are back. No one is going to steal Umkhonto we Sizwe in a Thakari manner. I am saying to the kings, come back. I'm saying to the church leaders, come back. I'm saying to Indunas, come back. And I'm saying to those leaders who were bullied, come back, be strong. Umkhonto we Sizwe will be back into the right hands, and they must come back and lead it. The crazy people will be out on the court. It's not very long. That will happen. I can bet on that, and I can swear before God that Umkhonto we Sizwe is going to be back to the rightful people and is going to be led, not in a crazy way, not in a stupid way, the way it is now, but we will take it back and we will move forward, and it will be the right political party for the people to deliver to the people what people want. They voted Umkhonto we Sizwe so that their problems could be resolved, and we are going to work hard to do that. Right now, there is nothing that Umkhonto we Sizwe can come and say, we have done 1, 2, 3, except to make noise. Noise that does not help the people. Noise that is not giving answers to what the people sent us to do. Because the crazy people bullied us and took us out, but we are coming back. They must watch the space. We are coming back.
Now, sir, when Floyd Shivambu defected from the Economic Freedom Fighters to MKP, you warned him that he was doing the wrong thing, that he was making a mistake. What do you have to say now that he has been redeployed?
Thanks for asking that question. Floyd, I don't think when he decided to join Umkhonto we Sizwe, his state of mind was not correct. I don't think he was in on his good state of mind. I think he had he just got himself so happy, thought that when he gets to Umkhonto we Sizwe, he'll be something. Nobody, I can say now, nobody, those people like him, it's not only him, there are many now that joined Umkhonto we Sizwe and left their parties because they thought they are coming to join a good leadership. There was nothing, and there's no leadership they joined. Today is out on the cold. Not only him, lots of them. Like even last week, there were people that were getting letters fired. There is no leadership right now in the Umkhonto we Sizwe. I really pity for him because he had all the powers in the EFF to take EFF forward, but he decided to come into a stokvel that a certain family has made it to be a stokvel of theirs, and now they are calling it their party. It's now going to be the what they call it, the beneficiary. They becoming beneficiaries of Umkhonto we Sizwe. When we registered this Umkhonto we Sizwe, they never cared about it. But today, they think they are something because they've got Umkhonto we Sizwe through forgery, fraudulent letter. but we are going to deal with it. But what I want to say, Shivambu, go back, sit with Malema, decide and make a good move. And those people who left the ANC thinking that they are coming here to Mkondo Sizwe to lead it, when they only voted ANC, they only voted EFF and other parties, and they're coming to Mkondo Sizwe to rule or to lead in a vote that was, or they're stealing the votes of our people, and they are taking the vote of our people and putting them into positions. That will never happen. All of them, they are going to leave one by one, and the rightful people who voted on Mkondo Sizwe with their hearts, with their hard effort, they are going to come back. Bye-bye to those ones who were parachuted into Mkondo Sizwe. I'm giving them a very short space to be in Mkondo Sizwe, and otherwise we will move them ourselves. We are not going to allow Takari in our party. This is our party. We work hard for it, and we are not going to give up until we get out all those thugs that have taken over. They must go back to where they voted. They must use their vote where they gave it to, not in Mkondo Sizwe. They did not give their vote into Mkondo Sizwe. Only people who voted Mkondo Sizwe. But if people want to join, they must come and join, but they must not be parachuted and take over and bully the real leaders who started Mkondo Sizwe. I would never allow that.
So when you founded MKP, you went to consult Mr. Zuma out of respect. And what happened after that was not something you had expected. Do you have a message for Mr. Zuma today?
No, I want to greet him. But I would want to say to him, he has failed. The way he failed in the ANC, he has failed in Mkondo Sizwe. He must go back. He must go home, rest, and have a good time during this time, because he's old now. He doesn't have that power and energy to lead Mkondo Sizwe. In Mkondo Sizwe, we lead energetic people who still think straight with power of thinking, not just because you have a charisma and then you're saying you want to take over and run the people like you're running your own stuff or running your talk show. Mkondo Sizwe is not a talk show. If Zuma wants to work with us, he must come back and do things right, because he knows exactly what we told him. He failed to do that. And I don't think he will ever be able to do the right thing if he can't do the right thing now. It's up to him. We are not blocking him, but if he wants to be a leader with us, he must be straight and leave the lies and do the right thing. That's all I can say.
I remember, sir, you were adamant at that time that you didn't want anybody accused of corruption or anybody guilty of corruption in the party.
Definitely. We had that discussion with him and we agreed, and he agreed. But I must remind everybody that Zuma said he will stay a member of the ANC. He will never leave the ANC. He will only support us with his vote, of which we thank him for that one vote. It made a difference. But if he was to be a leader of the MK, I'm saying to him, I'm challenging him, he must go to the IEC and tell them that that letter was forged. And then we will have a discussion with him. At this moment, there won't be any discussion. We'll go to court and I will prove him wrong. That what I told him from the beginning, that this is fraud, if he didn't understand it, just because the court had the time, at the time, I didn't have the proof. I have a proof now. And I will show the world that what I was saying, I was correct.
Thank you. That was the real founder of MKP, Mr. Jabulani Khumalo, speaking to BizNews, and I'm Christine. Thank you, sir.